Thank you, Master Vignesh. So here we come to the end of segment of prepared speakers. Just before getting into the next segment, I would like to call the timer to read out the qualified speakers.
The qualified speakers are Azhar, Ritik Bakshi, Vijay Rajan, and Vignesh.
Audience, you can vote for the best speaker. You would have got a slot, you can vote for the best speaker. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, one of his excellence moment is when polio-affected children was walking with great difficulty. He and his team found orthosis which weighed for 400 grams. By wearing that orthosis, all the children were jumping. They were just very happy. It was a great one of the invention in his lifetime. So that is one of his very excellent moment. Next, we are going to the second segment of the meeting is table topics session. So to run this segment, we have got a table topic master. Today, table topic master is Jayachandran. Jayachandran is an IT professional working with Tata Consultancy Services. When I asked about what is his dream, he said that he wants to see a peaceful world. Without any delay, let me welcome Toastmaster Jayachandran.
Thank you, P. Modi. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and welcome guest. I have seen many, I have attended many business meetings. In the business meeting, the meeting chair person looked at the gathering, asked, "Are you all excited? Are you all excited?" Everyone said yes. Everyone said yes. I too said yes. But I didn't get the excitement when I attended the business meeting. After joining the Medley Toastmaster Club, I felt excited. I have an excitement today also. For the benefit of guests, I would like to give the briefing about the table topic session. I will call a speaker randomly for impromptu speech. All speakers encouraged to speak 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify. Green card will be shown at first minute, yellow card shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, red card will be shown at 2 minutes. Before I call the first speaker, I would like to pass a quote. Power of thought. Whatever you think, that you will be. If you think yourself weak, weak you will be. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. Don't feel ashamed when you do good things. We have come to the most exciting part of the Toastmaster meeting, table topics. Table topics platform is very useful. Table topic session is ultimate aim of table topic session is you can improve your presence of mind and listening skills. I would like to invite first speaker Jagannath, Toastmaster Jagannath. have any limit?
Thank you. Does dream has any limit? Does dream has any limit, guys? Friends? No, right? Dream, obviously your dream cannot have any limits. And you should dream as much as whatever the wild dreams or whatever the dreams you could have in your life, you should have. But the thing is, and that in the words of Abdul Kalam, he used to say that you should dream. I mean, you should dream more about. The dream is all about doing a daydreaming. Daydreaming is something which is very important, because when I say daydreaming, it is not about you just kept on imagining about what you wanted to be. The thing is, the dream has to be like some sort of a thing which has to be there in your belly all the times, keeps you provoking, and keeps reminding you that you have to achieve that in your life. And I don't think, dream should not have any limits. Thank you.
Next speaker is also Supriya. Your favorite person, who was in that school?
I think that was a very good topic, being Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's birthday, and we know he was not a bad person. There are many quotes of Abdul Kalam. I was really inspired, because his talks are so simple, but each and every word is something, yes, it is just for me. Like for example, he said, when we are talking about the dreams, he says the dream is not that which you sleep, you see when you are sleeping. Dream is that which never lets you sleep. So it has lots of meaning. It's not just daydreaming, you are running for that. Each and every moment, we want the dream to happen. That is what he lived. I read his book, The Wings of Fire. My God, it was from the childhood days, he had an aim which he just worked for it, and we know what he achieved at the end of the day. And the second best thing I like about Abdul Kalam is, he says, I'm not handsome, but I would like to lend my hand to some, because he says the beauty is not in the outer behavior or your face, it is the heart which talks about the beauty of the person. So what more to say? And he talks about the attitude. He says, you see the birds, when it rains, the birds take the shelter on the trees. But you see the eagle, it tries to fly over the clouds, because it is not trying a way to escape. It is not giving any reason to run away from the rain, but is the attitude which speaks about the person. So end of the day, whatever you do it with the interest, because interest is the mother of success. So I am very much for Abdul Kalam.
Next speaker, Toastmaster Ravi. Toastmaster Ravi, physical game versus video game. Toastmaster Ravi.
My topic is physical game and video game. I can remember my child days when I am playing the Mario game in the joystick. I would remember that one, the gun shooting with my brothers and my sisters. And physical game is, yes, and definitely I can say that if I'm more fit, I can be a good cricketer, but it's not possible. But still, I am looking more physically very fitted person. While doing this topic, I can remember the school days and old memories. When I'm saying it's a physical one, I can remember recent new current activities. Nowadays no video games at all. Only the physical activities like going out and playing some cricket or going out with my friends and doing some extra activity and doing some helping to some people. This is what my physical activity right now is. Thank you.
Next speaker, Toastmaster Vinod. Toastmaster Vinod, what do you think about 2020? Toastmaster.
2020. So, India 2020, you mean, I guess? No? Isn't it 50-50? Okay, that is also a 2020.
Italy.
Okay. Italy in 2020? Yes.
20 or 20.
Okay, so many suggestions that I can speak on, but let me start with India 2020 written by Abdul Kalam. I know nothing about that. But one thing which I can say is he had a wonderful view of how India should come up in the year of 2020. Be it in the field of education, be it in healthcare, be it in infrastructure, and take anywhere it is. He wanted India to do wonders. He wanted India to become a superpower in 2020. Now that he is not here with us, it falls into everyone's hand to take India there. Let's stop it right there. We'll go to 2020 biscuits. Which I'm sure after the session, our dear Abhijit will share with me, because I have never known 2020 only 50-50 I have known. And what else? 2020 cricket matches. Yes, IPL. The broad scams that it has brought in. Previously, I used to sit at home, enjoy IPL matches. Now, I don't even care about it. It has brought in such a, I would say, shame onto India. So this contradicts Dr. APJ's view of India 2020. So that is all I have to say.
Next speaker, Toastmaster Kalyan. Toastmaster Kalyan, you have an agricultural land. If you will be able to earn 5 lakh per month out of it, will you stay as an agriculturist? Will you stay as an agriculturist?
Earning 5 lakh from a month and then stay as an agriculturist, obviously I'll do. At least today, I think 5 lakh is enough for me per month, is what I have a feeling. It's a very high, humble feeling that I can at least manage with that money and see to it what is what. See, but jokes apart, I want to have a farmland and very seriously. See, we all pass these phases, I think. I mean, at least I have passed. Suddenly, when I started my business, I had some money, and then I wanted to start a farmland. We went outside Chengalpattu and then joined hands with Anand and did some all those work. It gave us very good money. We started some agricultural farming and tie up with local farmers and all. It gave good money. And that is when the period, the whole Chennai is moving towards organic. Today, everybody, even Padamudir Chole sells you organic food. But 3 years before, 4 years before, Chennai moved towards organic food. We started organic farming, we did. It was good money. So, with an agricultural land, 5 lakhs per month, at least I'll manage basic expenses.
Next speaker, Godwin. Your topic is worst and best habits of current youngsters. Toastmaster Godwin.
West and West, what I would say is everyone is getting used to 2 things here. So everyone's sitting here, everyone will be using the 2 things.
WhatsApp.
Smartphone. Exactly. WhatsApp and Facebook. So you see any people, right, sitting here, they're always with a phone, always checking all the time. So I've seen people in meetings all the time checking whether I'm getting a Facebook message, I'm getting notification, I'm getting any WhatsApp message from anyone. So that's one thing, something is useful. Like when you use Facebook, you get a lot of updates happening. Most of the people who don't know news at all, who don't know what's happening around the world, they get all the updates, everything in Facebook. On a flash, they get it. So that's something useful about it. But still, that's addiction. I've seen people like sitting all the time. Every time you sit on that, watching all the time. So you spend every time on it, and you don't have the time to work. They don't concentrate on the work. They don't concentrate on the studies. They don't concentrate on everything. So we have the best of it, and have the same thing which could be used on a very positive note, but still that could be used on the more negative side. So it's how you utilize it. So it depends on the same habits, same thing what you utilize. So it's how you can utilize it for your positives, also on the negatives. It's again the way how we utilize it. Whether you could, it's a balance between, balance is very important. Most of the time we fail on that part. We are not able to sure whether we could stop at this point or we could utilize it more. So that's all.
Next speaker, Toastmaster Gopal Krishna. Our topic is, what will you do if you become the #1 rich person in the world? Toastmaster Gopal Krishna.
I'll be flying around the world. Morning I'll be having coffee in Florida. And when I'm coming to India, I'll bring chocolate to all of my and then I want to go to Australia for a dinner or something like that. Okay. It will happen only if I'm the richest person in the world. But also it will make me that I'm one of the craziest person to live. But I don't have that image. What I'll really do is, I have this passion for making people improve. Okay. I'll try to adopt a village, or if I'm the richest person, I can even adopt a state or even a country. It depends upon the richness you define. I will use the money to do all the good things which I can, and I can see very good partner in Kalyan who already has experience in making the small villages and growing things like that. Other than this, what I will do is, I have this angry towards my education. So I will make sure that whoever have contributed in making my anger more, I will try to take some special classes to them by giving money, by hitting them with money, so that they do the right things to a student like me who are interested in many other things. Other than this, as usual, I will be spending most of my evenings in food and dinner. Sorry? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal Krishna. The next speaker, Toastmaster Ramesh. Toastmaster Ramesh, your topic is, you are invited as a chief guest to a school. You are advised to students. Toastmaster Ramesh.
There's one topic which I love. Students already have been connected. So students, the important priority today is about getting into a discipline. So that's the foundation for anyone. So that is the one advice. The rest all will automatically follow. That's what my feeling is. So I stress upon the student to get discipline. And the second is the studies. About it depends. There are, as he said, he has so many people, and even I have a lot of angry on the education system which we have. Till today, we are not able to produce a proper citizen to the country. Whatever we are producing is just like a slaves, come and do the job. Whatever we've been asked to. We are not really producing leaders. We are not really producing a person who is self-confident to face the challenges of the society. So that's my topic. So it's about they want to face the challenges of the society, and they have to be confident, and more than that, they have to respect the parents. So these are all the things which I will stress to the students. And if they have time, they can read their books and they can study. So that is the thing which I will stress to them. entire student society. Thank you.
Next speaker, Postmaster Shyam. Postmaster Shyam, your topic is.
Yes, I
Wife versus mom, who is best?
Yeah, that's the most difficult topic to have because I cannot go ahead and compare anybody like this. I mean, obviously, if I praise my wife, my mom will hit me, and vice versa. And it has been a fortunate 4 years with my wife, and I have not got any single beatings. So I really like my wife. So and just to go about, like, I'm just expecting my first baby in few days actually. Nothing related to the topic, but so okay. Comparing mom and wife. Yeah. You have been seeing your mom right from the childhood and how she is and how she is behaving towards you, and how she has brought up and how she has coped up with my dad all these years. And a wife is obviously she's a new member of the family. When she comes, she has more expectations towards me than my mom. So I would not like to compare anyone. So both are best in their part, and I would like to strike a balance that mom as well as my wife, I mean as well as the wives, they are both good. Thanks.
Next speaker, Postmaster Jayachandran. Postmaster Jayachandran, your topic is: assume that you are driving a car and you did not buckle the seat belt, and you are caught by traffic police. How do you react? Postmaster Jayachandran.
Good evening, everyone. I'm State of Victoria. So that's the difference between war and peace. It's an old saying. The difference between war and peace. In war, the old buries the young, and in peace, the young buries the old. So we should not have a war in this world, and there should be peace. To live a peaceful life and not to meet with any accidents, so you should wear your seatbelt all the time.
Next speaker is Devaraj, Toastmaster Devaraj. Toastmaster Devaraj, your topic is: when was your first dream born? Did you achieve it? Toastmaster Devaraj.
My dream is first study. Because I'm the first person who passed 10th standard. My mom actually passed in 9th standard, and then my grandfather is married. My dad also 7th fail. He always say I'm 7th fail, 7th fail. At least you can study past 10th standard. Why he said is there are a lot of family relations are known. You are kid actually. So you are the first person you need to pass the 10th standard. But in till 7th standard, I hate write homeworks. I always in outside of class always with the bags. Sabarimala poramare. After that I get why I need to always teachers punish. So and then I get okay. My aim is need to study well, and then I crossed 80% in 10th, and 90% in 12th, and 60% in engineering, obviously. But getting engineering is my ultimate dream, so that all my cousins, everything started studying. At least I cleared all the exams. Now my next cousin is doing some good engineering college. So like that, my dream is achieved. I am the just seed, so the others are following me. So engineering and education is changed. I achieved my dream actually. My father dream, my whole generation dream I achieved. So others will follow. Thank you.
Next speaker, Ghostbusters Lipika. Your topic is, you are very much interested in doing research work, but after completing your undergraduation, you got a job with your expected salary. What would you choose? Why? Ghostbusters Lipika.
Thanks for the topic. Actually, that's exactly what's happening right now. So, not research, it was never about research, but probably something else. But now that I've gotten the job, I think I would choose the job. Probably because first, it's in Bangalore. And Bangalore is, I think, the most happening place right now for any college student. And second thing, I would choose the job because when I take up a job, obviously you'll earn salary and my expected salary. So I think I get to be independent. All along this, the only time I've stayed away from my parents is when they go on trips, and even then it's staying with my grandparents. So if I take up a job, I get to be independent, have my own house, okay, not a house, at least an apartment, go for parties, host parties, things I have only read in books, seen in movies. So that's probably one reason I take up the job. And second thing, me accepting a job is basically maybe not following what my passion is, but something I like. So I think if I take up a job, I would be doing something that I might enjoy. So I would take up the job definitely and not anything else. Thank you.
Next speaker, Ghostbusters Prasad. Your topic is, have you retrospected yourself? If yes, why? If no, retrospection.
Hi everyone. Frankly speaking, I don't know about the meaning for retrospect. When I start my career, I keep on going the interview, and but I am not shortlisted in the interview. During that time, I always thinking why I am not selected, why we are crossing 2 levels and not selected in the 3rd level. So I keep on analysis myself analysis. That helps me to improve my career growth, and it makes me to move to my life into next level. So after that, I improve my qualification, and then the speaking skills, and it helps me to better, and I finally got a job. Thanks.
Next speaker, Toastmaster Ramesh. Toastmaster Ramesh, your topic is nuclear weapon versus internet. Toastmaster Ramesh. Nuclear weapon versus internet.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters. So my topic is nuclear weapon versus internet. So nuclear weapon is a physical thing. I mean, in internet we can, there are a lot of games out there that we can play, like shooting. Nowadays, in Pakistan, the war is going on. So there's a physical activity. The nuclear weapon is, they are using nuclear weapon. But from our side, we are playing from internet. So we are assuming we are playing virtually. So we are shooting the enemies in our game, video game. That's the difference. How they are, struggling there, but we are playing here very coolly. So that's the main difference.
Any volunteers? Yes. Gopinath. Your topic is your favorite scientist.
Naturally, Abdul Kalam. I love Abdul Kalam as a scientist, as a person, as a patriotist. A lot of people spoke about Abdul Kalam. If one of the quotes, many quotes are said by the speakers who have spoken here. One of the quotes comes to my mind is small aim is a crime. So we always should think big, achieve big. We should convert all our adversities into advantages, stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Thereby we can achieve the great heights. So whenever I get into teaching my kids, I always take the example of Abdul Kalam, how he was a newspaper boy to a nuclear scientist, how he is able to help our Prime Minister Vajpayee to do a nuclear test by evading all the rackets which are sent by spy rackets which are available over our sky to monitor our nuclear program. So in that way, I admire our ex-president and scientist Abdul Kalam.
Anyone want to What topic is your dream bird?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My dream world would be living in a village, and just like our ancestors lived. So, in this technological world, we have improved a lot, but still we are missing healthy life actually. So, after a few years, I want to settle in a village or in my native place. So, that's my dream world.
Yes. Madhavan. Your topic is dream versus goal.
Hello everyone. So, dream versus goal. So, whenever we talk about the dream, I feel like dream is the one thing which leads to the goal or success. So, I correlate goal with success. So, let me speak on first about the dream, then to goal. So, if you look at the dream, so probably this is one thing which will give you clear ideas, as in like what is the path that you need to follow, what are all the strategy or what are all the things or stuff that you need to do so that you can reach your goal. So everyone sitting here probably might be having a goal or aspiration or whatever it might be. So I feel the best route is to take from dream to goal. So that transition might happen only if we people put in a lot of passion, hard work, commitment, and you have to put your heart and soul into it so that you can achieve your goal. So this is the primary objective of this topic, I believe. So probably this is what I expect. Thank you so much for this.
One more. Dinesh. Dinesh, your topic is what's your short-term dream and long-term dream?
Good evening, Cosmos and fellow guests. My short-term dream, actually I'm just passed out the college grad. So my short-term dream is to grab new things and the things which will lead me to succeed the rest of my life. Because I always believe that empty sponge always absorbs more. So as a young grad, I can always touch more things from the people who are already experienced. And my long-term goal. My long-term goal is to spread the things which I have learned through this short-term period. That is, I should have accumulated by achieving the short-term goal. I should have accumulated some knowledge from the environment. So my rest of life should go like I should spread what I have learned from the environment. Thank you.
Your topic is, what will you do when get an angry? Then you get an
It's actually a very interesting topic because I've been kicking myself for being angry at my mother a couple of days ago. I usually don't really like getting angry because I honestly feel that it's a lot of negative emotion. It's just not about hurting the other person. I know that I'm sounding a little bit selfish here. It's also about how I can be at peace with myself. And the secondary reason would be hurting the other person for me. If I really hurt somebody just because I show my anger, the first emotion in the list that I'll be going through would be guilt. And guilt is something that I hate. And whenever I feel guilty, I get bogged down. So I try to stay away from anger. So how do I actually try to get away from it is, they usually say count from 1 to 10, or just get away from the scene to not be angry. But I think the best way to do it is just be silent. Just try to not say anything because words are sharper than knives. Just be there in the moment, do not really react, and then come back and revisit the same discussion. Thank you.
Thanks to all tabletop speakers.